think they'll put in gold one.
It's week 6 of the 2024 season, and the question is, are you ready for some football?
Oh,
It's
man.
the Chiefs and the Panthers.
Let's get into
All
it,
that and more coming up next.
I like it. I love it.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina. As
Interesting.
set to go now in week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
First play, and Young is going to throw it. And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete. You talk about this Chiefs defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season has been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
He finds his man, complete. That's Collier. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. Here's the Panthers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out at Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw. That one caught by Rice. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. That is caught. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Chiefs at 2-3 here to begin the new season. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. You look at this Carolina defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he will admit there's definitely room to improve.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Young on first down.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively, and second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's Young. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Young on 3rd and 2.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they get fouled there on 3rd and 2. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Young. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
At the 46-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Collier. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. It's Young off play action. Left side here to Sanders.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Young now from the 50.
Open man is Mingo, complete.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And at 3rd down and 6 to go.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now here's Young.
They'll air one out deep for Mingo.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive.
Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind. But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
The throw over the middle taken in. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Mahomes now on the option right.
Holding offense.
That one's on the former Patriot, Joe Thuney.
Now Mahomes. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Josie Jewell, the linebacker, getting the sack.
Blitz came there from the inside, and there just wasn't much resistance.
No, not at all. That means that defensively, they timed it up perfectly and matched up perfectly. They drew all the blockers to the other guys, left a free runner back to the quarterback, and you know what a free runner turns into? A free hitter.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
It's taken to the 26. It's a net of 40 there. A punt of 48 and a return of 8.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37.
2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
Off the play fake, Young. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
That's complete. It's Travis Kelce.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. The results for them so far, not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down. Up the middle they go. It's Collier, and it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 79 yards.
A key component of his team's offense. He will certainly stay in that role if he keeps producing like this each week. Expect him to make a run at not only matching, but exceeding those numbers as this one goes on.
Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football.
Here's 2nd and 7.
As they've got it as we resume action. On play action, Young.
There's Trimble, the tight end.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop it for an 8-yard loss.
Partner, you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now, a 3-point swing right there.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They've got the lead here as they begin this drive, trying to get that bad taste out of their mouth from the loss last week to the LA Chargers. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. Fights him off. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
They go play fake. Mahomes
gets this into the hands of Gray, the tight end.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Here's Pacheco once again.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Mahomes again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. What a great weapon. So often such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Here's Mecole Hardman. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Carolina getting set to take the field. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-0 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down. Now a handoff up the middle. Collier. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
It's Young on first down. And his pass incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
He's going to look deep down the field, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. On a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. No hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Kansas City.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Mahomes to throw once more. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, right at midfield at the 50. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
Here's Matt Araiza now.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something, being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime.
Young looks to throw on first down.
He completes this one to Mingo.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Bingo. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the
Final play of the half, Young. The Sanders has got it, complete. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll get started up at Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Nick Chubb, over 100 yards in the victory with 2 touchdown runs as well. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. A touchdown there for Alvin Kamara.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half. That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Mahomes going to throw.
Slant route, that's complete to Travis Kelce.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And the first down, Chiefs.
On first down, Mahomes. His throw incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And again, it's Mahomes. The tight end, Kelce, has it over the middle. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Running left to give to Pacheco.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Butker on for the PAT. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard touchdown run.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They'll start on the ground here on first down.
Nick Bolton there on the tackle. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
That throw by Young incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Well, part of their struggles in the first half was their inability to convert consistently on third down. But how about this well-designed play? Gave himself plenty of options and able to get the hook up and keep the drive going.
First down, Young. And that's complete to Sanders. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Option right, Young. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now here's Young. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Up the middle they go. It's Collier, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
At the Chiefs' 8-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And the Panthers are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run it in with Janovich, the fullback. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Andy Janovich, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So a very important first drive of the 3rd quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 2.
Mahomes now to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Handoff now for Pacheco.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. Fourth down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Short throw hauled in by Trimble.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
To throw, Young. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
He'll get it here on the jet sweep.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. 56 yards.
And the Panthers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Gano now to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. 5 plays there on that drive. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field.
Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the 2nd half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taken in at the 22. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
And And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line.
96 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Panthers on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now a handoff up the middle. Collier. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Calling a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. Here's the Chiefs punter now. Standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. That's pulled in at the 32. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Yeah, he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Throwing, Young.
Throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
3rd and 4.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it is caught. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It'll go as a gain of 10 on a Kansas City 1st down.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
A give right side for Pacheco.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Here's Mahomes to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Rice. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he fires one incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now it's Mahomes again. It's Kelce on the grab. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And Browns got it for a Chiefs touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Chiefs get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team is playing, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
1st and 10, Young. Got a man and he hits him in stride. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. To throw on 2nd down is Young.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Here is Young. No, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
They'll run for it. It's Hubbard.
And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Pacheco gets it again on second down. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now here's Mahomes. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They'll run here with Pacheco. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chiefs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yes, multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Young off the play fake. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And Young's throw there incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They go play action. Young. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one, were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Chiefs, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.